Okay, so dealers across Ontario and Quebec are being frauded big time, okay, because OMVIC partnered with the OPP to release some sort of an update so dealers know what's going on and know what to look out for. So if you're a new dealer or you're just about to get into this industry, I just want you to pay attention to this video so you don't get suckered into those type of fraud and those scams. Now, I do know about 51% of our viewers are Americans because I'm pretty sure that you guys are probably getting that same type of fraud down there too. If you are, you can tell us in the comment section below. But if it's not there yet, it's probably coming because it's a very common trend and common fraud that's going on. Okay, so let's get into it and don't get scammed.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
So not only am I going to explain what the frauds are, so there are a couple of different ones. I'll give you a little bit of an idea how to, so don't get caught up in that shit and then to kind of save yourself from being scammed, okay? So one of them are what they call the finance fraud, okay? So this is an old game. It's been happening for a while now where basically the consumer would have stolen credit cards, basically stolen identities, credit application, everything would be fake, the IDs, the credit card, everything. And then they apply for financing on the car, they'd finance the car, and then they would basically, so basically more like a fraud in the financing. So you would still get paid from the bank, but then there'll be headaches eventually when the bank realized that was fraud. So the other level to it now is that they're flat out trying to buy a car on the credit card. So they have a stolen credit card and they'll pay for the entire car on a credit card. And obviously they will, the owner of the real credit card will eventually dispute those charges. And then, now you're going to be out that money and out the car because the credit card company is not going to want to take responsibility for that fraud. So it's just going to be a big headache. Now, simply put, so you don't get caught up in that, don't sell a goddamn car on a credit card. Like, I mean, especially those fraudsters are targeting high-end dealerships. Okay, so why would you sell a 50, 60, 70,000 dollar car on a credit card? That seems kind of sketchy. I know you're a baller and you probably have a credit card. You want to swipe it and get your points. Go get a bank draft. Go get me cash or check or finance it. Whatever. Do not accept credit cards. It's just as simple as that. Look, even at our dealership, you could cap your deposits on a credit card. You could go anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on a credit card transaction just for deposit only. Just make sure your customer know that it's only for deposits, and then when it comes to paying off the balance of the car, you have to bring certified funds, whether it be a certified check, whether it be a bank draft, I guess similar, and you guys in the States call it a cashier's check, any of that kind of stuff. Bring actual cash. It's all good for me. Wire the money to me, whatever, but do not take it on a credit card. So that one's an easy one to solve. That's just a bullshit scam. They've been doing that shit for a long, long time. But talking about bank drafts, those fraudsters are getting more and more creative. So this one takes the cake. So what the fraudsters are doing, they're doing dealer-to-dealer scam now. So they are impersonating another dealer. So they're going to contact your dealership and say, hey, I'm calling from JJ's Automotive. I don't know why I'm using JJ as a scam. If your dealership is actually called JJ Automotive, I'm sorry, I just thought of this shit off my head. So if you exist, I'm sorry, okay? 1 second, let me take this call. Louis Automotive?
Hello? Hello? Have the courage to say something. Hello?
Yeah, bullshit call. Somebody try to sell me something. Anyway, so yeah, so if you are a JJ Automotive, please, I'm sorry for using your name. I just thought of this shit and I just said JJ Automotive. But the bottom line is, if somebody calls you and say, hey, I'm from JJ Automotive and I'm trying to buy this red GTI from you. I have a customer for it and I want you to wholesale to my dealership. So now they try to do a dealer-to-dealer transaction. They're going to arrange, say, I'm going to send my salesperson out to pick up the car and I'm going to send you a bank draft. So this person's going to come. You're going to think nothing of it. They're going to do a wholesale bill of sale. They're going to give you a bank draft, and then a tow truck or someone's going to pick up that car and leave right away. You sign the ownership, and the car is gone. But the bank draft will be fraudulent. So the bank draft is fake. It's not good. It's just not worth the paper it's written on. So you just got scammed out of your car. You signed the car over to a scammer, and that car is finito. It's gone. So a way to catch yourself and make sure that you are not being scammed, because I mean they gave you a legitimate bank draft, so it looks professional. Is if you are trying to get rid of your inventory, if you do not know the dealer, you've never done business with that dealer before, sell the car on TradeRev, sell the car on ADESA, Manheim. Those places are designed to make sure you don't get scammed or you don't get fraud. They handle transactions, a couple transaction fees between each other, but that's why it makes the the process seamless. It just happens perfectly, okay? If you have to wholesale the car to a dealer because maybe the dealer is good enough for you and is not worth passing on, how about you just do your due diligence and Google the goddamn JJ Automotive? So now that you're aware that the scam is on, I get it. If you didn't know it was a scam, you could get screwed, okay? But now that you know the scam is going around, if anybody contact you and say they want to buy a car from your lot and they come from their dealership, negotiate the deal, say no problem, just go along with it. But just Google the company name. Do not call back the number they call you. Call the number that's online. Talk to the sales manager over there and say, hey, are you guys buying this car, or whatever the case may be, to confirm what the bank draft is going to be paid out to, or maybe give them the account and say, hey, wire the money to me, send the money through my bank account, or until this check don't clear, you can't pick up the car. That's fine too. So I'll take the bank draft. Once the check clears, I release the car to you. And then if they have any issues, you can just CC them on this email. Say, hey, by the way, there's this fraud going on. I don't mean no disrespect, but when this check clears, you're going to get your car. As simply put as that, okay? So hopefully you guys learned something from this. And again, you Americans, I appreciate you for watching because you're 51% of my viewership. But this is still relevant to you because, you know, at the end of the day, these scams go around anywhere, and it can be come to the US. So maybe I'm putting you ahead of the game. If it hasn't come there yet, you can look out for that as well. And you Canadian viewers, if I may have just saved you from getting yourself in shit, you might as well subscribe and you know, try to catch up to the American subscribers, okay? Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, and do all that jazz, okay? Thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.